Okay, I've got my tripod out today, so hopefully this is a bit less wobbly than usual. What I've got here is a software stack implemented on the Arduino with outputs to the LEDs. So the one that's lit up at the moment is basically showing the input value. If I change the variable resistor here, it goes from blue to green to yellow to red, so it's chopping it into 4 quadrants basically. So if I put it on yellow there and then press the push button, it lights up green to show me that I can push things onto the stack, and then yellow to confirm that that's the value I'm pushing onto the stack. So if I push yellow then red, it's going to light up green then red, turn to blue, green then blue, let's put another green on there, green then green. Okay, and then if I put it onto red again, no, let's put it onto yellow. This time it's lighting up red because it's not allowing me to push anything more onto the stack. The stack size is 4. I can pop off the stack green, blue, red and yellow, and it works as you'd expect it to do. So if I pop, if I push 1, 2, 3 blues and a red onto the stack, again the stack's now full. If I now pop, I should get a red and then 3 blues. Red, blue, 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 and again it's displaying red because the stack is now empty. So that's behaving as it should. The way I've done this, let's see if I can get the tripod to turn around properly. Okay, you're not going to be able to see very much here. I'm not using the Arduino programming environment. What I've done is I've put together a slightly dodgy Python script which does all the compilation and programming for me, so I just have to give the command here, and the output there is from the AVR programmer. So it's compiled the program and it's put it onto the chip. The other thing is that the program here is a reasonably normal C++ program. I've in fact written it more or less in C. It's using enums and structs and so on rather than objects, although I could create classes and objects if I wanted to. There's a couple of my own functions here, and most of it is contained in a large main function. So that's 117 lines of code to implement that on the Arduino. And as I say, I'm not using the Arduino programming environment, which means I'm not creating a setup and a loop function. All the stuff that I would have put into setup and loop are actually within the main function. There's a while loop here which just goes on forever, which is the equivalent of the loop function, and a whole bunch of setting up the pins and so on here, which would go in the setup function. So this is only working on Linux at the moment, but there's no reason in principle why it shouldn't also work on Windows. So I think that's the next thing, is to see if I can get this to work on Windows. So to bypass the Arduino programming environment on Windows, which then means that we could teach undergraduates C and C++ using the Arduino as an output device, and without using the Arduino programming environment. So it will be normal C or C++.